Okay, we're totally gonna die again. Seriously though, we're gonna go back into this hardcore. All right, if you don't know, we're back on Interloper and we're playing the Long Dark. So our goal here is to get into the new zone, the Forsaken Airfield, which is what we're looking at right now, or rather, we're looking at the transitional pass, transfer pass, I believe is what it's called. So that's the plan. That's the goal. We died, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, I think, yesterday. Trying to just figure out where everything is at. Anyways, we want a new cornerstone character, and we're going to do another Astrid. So let's do new. Let's go Interloper, of course. No doubt about that. Confirm this. We're not going to use any feats. We're going to keep Will and Ice for the second. And we're going to go with Astrid. And no feats. And my mic's in the way. There we go. Confirm that. And we're going to keep the title, Operation Airfield. Operation, try not to get my butt kicked. Accept that. And fingers crossed that we don't die immediately. Alright, let's go. Right, I'm feeling this time. This time we're not gonna fail. Hold up, hold up. I feel like immediately I gotta. Oh, Pleasant Valley. Okay. Why is my keyboard not working here? Just a second. Just a second. All right, there we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. Alright, let's go. Now let's see. We're on top. Close to Thompson's Crossing. Yeah, there's the way. We're actually. Alright, what do we want to do? I kind of maybe want to go this way. Wait a minute, that doesn't, no, never mind. I'm trying to get my bearings here. That bridge looks familiar, but at the same time... Alright, I think we're pretty close to the dilapidated cabins. Let's take a quick peek up here. That bridge right there should take us into Thompson's Crossing eventually. You can see it way off in the distance, kind of, I believe. So the farmhouse is that way. All the places that we went to yesterday, the farmhouse, ooh, we got a wolf right there. The barn, none of those places had any significant loot. So I'm thinking maybe it's time to do something a little bit different. Can we get down here without breaking our ankles? I'm thinking maybe like it's time to do 3 Strikes Homestead or that... What is it? Oh, I'm trying to think of what that place is called. Not Pensive Pond, but it's the Misty Falls picnic area. I'm thinking maybe in that cave we'll find something of interest, or possibly... point of desolation or point of disagreement. Point of contention, whatever that little spot is where all those cars are banged up at. The point is, we're gonna go to other places that we wouldn't typically go to fight it, you know, to try to find loot. And speaking of loot, yeah, that wolf is on me. Speaking of loot, I want to check out this prepper cache, or the abandoned prepper cache, rather. Let's get inside here. Alright, I'm looking for matches, I'm looking for flares, I'm looking for torches, a mag glass perhaps, anything that we can use to start a fire with. I made the mistake yesterday of just moving too fast. Which is what I usually do. There's a box right there, we got a book. But here's the thing. I still don't really have a good grasp of where all the loot is. Definitely made notes yesterday. I think here in PV, that Signal Hill control hut is a good starting point to try to find some loot. There was a flare there, so that's a potential fire source. Okay, we need a pry bar too. Pry bar is going to be hard to come by. At least it was. We're getting cold, so let's... Oh, we're actually get close to nightfall. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get inside, or get back upstairs, outside, and back out. Hopefully that wolf is gone. Some saplings. I don't think this bear can get to me here. Skedaddle. Get out of here. Get to me. I don't have any rocks or anything. Insane. Trying to smite down. Holy smokes, the wind's loud. Cow. Alright, nothing at the abandoned preppers cache. We're gonna check out this crash site. Bears. That's not what we want. Ooh, Woo-took. Heck yeah. 40%, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's go check and look and these little things. Oh. So let's take a look in these things. I can get in there. There we go. Compared to the wind, huh? That could be. I don't know what that could be. We got sound ducking on, though. But I appreciate it, though. Thank you. Adjustments as we go. Alright, so far nothing really, other than the wool tube. We found that, but no shirt, but no light sources. No flares or matches. Tooth. We need something for our hands so we don't get frostbite. Let's go ahead and throw this stuff on though. Wear that and wear this. We can run down to the Draft Dodgers cabin. It's literally just a hop skipping away. Still nothing for our hands. So we get those hands covered up ASAP. Saplings back that way. Deer carcass over here. Get these feathers though. Let's get these rose hips. The only place that we can really be safe at is that little cabin I was talking about. I think it's called Draft Dodgers. Otherwise, it's just an unnamed cabin that's not too far from the barn and not too far from the farmhouse, just literally across the stream. Well, we are warming up for the time being, so let's go ahead and take some time to here are these rose hips. Yeah, I'm watching the levels for the voice. We got it set up pretty decent. Alright, let's throw that on. That's not really going to boost us anything. And let's make some bandages. Let's make 2 bandages. That way if we bust up our ankles, we'll have something. And let's do 2 more. Alright, 4 bandages. I would say we could even sleep there, but I don't trust that cave. I do not trust it. Skeeters does sound appealing, but at the same time, we don't have any source of fire or anything like that. So,
breathing.
I may come up here tomorrow. I guess it just all depends on what we find down here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there is a flare at the control hut. At least we found one the last time, so that's a good starting place. What else? We found the distress pistol and Keeper's Pass, so we could potentially go there. If there's no wolf present. And we found flare shells in Mystery Lake at the Lake Overlook Cave. I think 4 flare shells in the lockbox. I've been making notes about where we're finding items. I'm going to come back out here in a little bit to get these rose hips. We also found the mag glass behind the pillowcase upstairs in the camp office. At Trapper's, we found a heavy hammer. Let's see, there's a backpack. What's in that backpack? Do we have anything else here? Ooh, combat pants. Alright. Yes. Those on right now. Oh, that's a huge boost in temp. Let's see. Do we have enough water to hydrate? No, and we're still... I don't know why it does this, but every single time... I gotta go in here and change the resolution. Change it back so I can see the day meter. Alright, now it's visible, so... Ooh, we can't sleep the entire night. But we can sleep for a little bit. So let's do this. Yeah, we have nothing to drink, nothing to eat. If we can at least make it until the morning, let's go 6 hours. Then there's water at the farmhouse, we know that for sure, and the toilets, so we can go there, get some water. Yeah, we're already dehydrated. Another drawer to search. Alright, let's head to the farmhouse. We can get out of here. This is probably the perfect time to make our dash for it, since there's a blizzard. It's going to be no wolves out. And we're super thirsty anyways. Cattails. A little bit of food for us. Alright, oh, this is coming from YouTube. All this junk in the chat. Not sure how to. Here's the problem. YouTube doesn't really have a lot of tools for me to censor the chat. So we might just stop streaming to YouTube until I can get some better moderation tools going. So I did go back in and tweak. The only thing I can really do is just close out this chat, delete the whole entire thing. And then I'll have to go and set up another chat. This all takes time from what I'm trying to do, which is stream and have fun. Then I gotta go back to our word list here. Add some more filtering. Yeah, it's just a pain in the butt. So, yeah, I don't know. If we can't get the chat under control, then I may have to just stop streaming to YouTube. Unfortunately, for everybody on YouTube, that's just how it is, because I'm not sure what to do, really. Like I said, Twitch has a lot of robust tools in place that we can use as streamers to, you know, make sure the chat's good. But YouTube, not so much. YouTube doesn't really have a whole lot for us. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the chat back up. Go ahead and add that. All right, I'm going to put that. Let's move that to the right side. Right there. And yeah, I think we're good now. Should be. Go ahead and open this back up. Anyways, yeah, all that crap is coming from YouTube, so yeah, we'll see. As I was saying, we're headed to the farmhouse to get water, and then hopefully we'll find maybe a can opener or some sort of fire source. Like I said, yesterday we found a flare at the patrol hut, so we'll go there again eventually if we can get there. And we found matches at the general store near Thompson's Crossing, so that's also a possibility for us to get a fire source. Now beyond that, maybe we can check out Three Strikes Homestead for a bedroll? Really, I can't think of any other place in Pleasant Valley other than the areas that we went to yesterday. You know, the most typical places: Thompson's Crossing, the barn, the farmhouse, the control hut. The only place that we didn't really check out is Skeeter's Ridge. So I don't know, we might find something at Skeeter's, but that's a long ways away. Where's our farmhouse at? Can't see nothing. Farmhouse. Where is it? No idea where this farmhouse. We're super close to it, I know that much. I'm seeing trees. I think that's a little bit too far. This way. Is anything? Here, but I'm lost. I'm completely lost. I know it's here somewhere. I just saw. Come on. Jeez Louise. That's all trees right there, so that's not gonna help us. something. Give me a landmark or something that I can utilize. There's a light pole right there. That's good. That looks like it's promising. Alright, what do we got? We got trees that way. I guess we'll just follow this light. We'll follow the telephone poles. Oh, wait, here we go. Wow. Let's get inside. Before we get frostbite.
Man, all I can think about it.
It should be... Yes. Whoa, don't leave. Huh. What can we use to find stuff? Find the bathroom. Cabinet door? That's not the way we want to go. Jeez. Alright, give me some reference. Give me something. What we got? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is out of control. This... Golly. I think we might have to just cancel YouTube altogether. This is why I don't stream on YouTube that much. Alright, hold on a second again. Go back in here. Wow, what a pain. Alright, hopefully that works. And then let's check. And then let's check. Turn that off for a second. Yeah. Worth that. And let's do the same thing with this garbage. And let's see what we have for moderation here. All right, just a second. I got to go in here and set up everything on YouTube side because this is ridiculous. Yeah, this is getting out of control. All right, what else can we do? And I think that's pretty good. Hopefully that'll... If that doesn't work, if we're still getting this crap in the chat, then I'm just going to shut off YouTube chat completely. Because it's a bit much. You know, I'm just trying to have some fun here, and these idiots are coming in here and just really screwing up everything. So let's go in, add our chat box back. There we go, done. And put that on there. All right. Anyways. Yeah, as I was saying, that's, we'll see if we can't eliminate that altogether. Where the heck is the bathroom at? That's what I want to know. I need water ASAP. Alright, that's the stove. Hold on a second. If that's the stove, let's go this way. Pillow. Table, broom. I'm still in the kitchen. Well, we only have a couple hours until daylight, so let's just pass some time because we're never going to find this kitchen. We'll lose a little bit of health. Alright, can I see anything still? Oh, maple syrup. Where's that maple syrup at? Come on, where is it at? I just saw it.
Huh. What have we
85%, heck yeah. There we go. Now we're talking. Alright, and let's just pass a little bit more time. Just a little bit. Alright, now we can kind of see a little bit. Kind of. We got a sewing kit. I will take that. Alright, show me the bathroom. Yep, that's the wrong room. Okay, let's see. Alright, the bathroom's got to be right here. Yep, there we go. Toilet. Take all of that. And drink. So we found a sewing kit. And we have a decent amount of clothing, I would say. Combat pants especially useful. Let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and harvest some of these clothing articles. Try to lighten ourselves up a little bit, get some cloth. We have bandages already, so we don't have to worry about that. If we need to, we can make hand wraps. We may need to do that. Harvest this. Now, I know where to go to get a bunch of food at. It's not too far from here. We'll head back over to where that Draft Dodger's cabin is. And there's a lot of cattails, rose hips. I think there's some reishi teas. Maybe even some birch bark. So, first things first, let's go downstairs to see if there's anything on the workbench or anything down there at all. Either on the workbench or in the shelves, on the floor. Got some scrap metal right there. We'll take that. Quality tools we're also looking for.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
That will come in handy for now until we find Old Man Beard Lichen. I see a whetstone. Nothing in these shelves. Still need a pry bar. We got a book right there. We'll pick that up, use it for firewood. What else we got? Anything on the bench? Nothing on the bench. Nothing underneath the bench. Ooh, matches! Now, those are just randomly generated items. There's no guaranteed matches anymore at the farmhouse. But hey, you know what? I'm glad that we searched. Now we can make fire, make some torches, make some water, and prepare some teas too. Alright, let's go upstairs. I think we looked in here already. Yep, we did that. If I can't find any mittens, we'll just make ear wraps. That book I do want. I'm just finding a lot of headgear right now. That I really want. And I'll take that piece of cloth. And that can opener. That'll be useful. Sometimes you can find a candy bar over here. I'm really not too worried about food, actually. There is a ton of food pretty much in every zone. That seems to be the case. At least that's been my experience so far. That it doesn't matter which zone you're in, there's just a ton of food lying around. Let's get this other pot. Yeah, tomato soup. What condition is that soup in? 60%? Let's go and eat that right now. Hopefully it doesn't give us food poisoning. Just fingers crossed here. Okay, we'll get that out of the bag. And before we go upstairs, let's take a look in here. I want that soda. Simple tools we'll keep for now until we find the red ones. It's always good to have some tools handy. Another can opener. We can keep that for scrap metal if we need to break it down. So the plan is going to be the same as yesterday's plan. You know, we're going to gear up and then head into the new zones. Transfer pass and then ultimately the Forsaken Airfield. That's going to be our ultimate goal.
I think I can use this.
Alright, we are actually doing really good on clothing. Wow. We are finding a ton of clothing. Let's go ahead and break this down. Absolutely. Welcome back, my friend. No, we do not have the hammer. We do not. But we have a lot of headgear. I don't know if you saw that yesterday, Sliply, but we died a bunch. Twice, so. I'm learning, though. I'm relearning the game, actually. Yeah, we need a hammer. We need a hacksaw. Yeah, but we do have matches, though. We found some randomly generated matches here at the farmhouse. So, yeah, hacksaw is priority. Hammer is priority. And our saplings are guts. You know the deal. We're going to make some hand wraps here in a second if we don't find any mittens or anything for our hands. We also found some blue tools. We got water now. A couple can openers and a ton of food. Okay. Is that showing up in the chat too, the restream bot? I'll take that second one. Oh, we can't put that on the outside. What else we got? Anything in this drawer? I don't think we're going to find anything else here other than jeans. So maybe... yeah, a little bit better. Let's go ahead and wear those. Combat pants we found. Let's go ahead and drop these. That'll take too long to actually break apart. Let's drop that. 3. A little bit better for windproof protection. Let's wear that. On the outside, that's 53%. That's 93, so yeah, we'll drop this. Alright, headgear, 86, we'll wear that one. Drop that. Right, looking good on clothing other than our hands, so we're going to make some wraps here in just a second. And then we'll get out of here. We'll head to, ooh, another pair of wool socks. Alright. So, let's eat that right away. 6 pieces of cloth. We have our bandages, a couple pots, 6 feathers already. Got some antibiotics. Drop one of these. Alright, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I'm not going to complain at all about what we found so far, but let's go ahead and make some... well, we want to prepare these too. We pretty much got a full day. Just came out of a blizzard, so I'm not worried about the weather just yet. I know the control head's probably going to be a really good resource for food and maybe a flare. But right now, let's make some improvised hand wraps. We can make crampons too eventually. I like actually making the crampons. I want to see how long it'll take us with the simple tools and not the quality tools. With the quality tools, it took 2 hours. And if you're not using any tools, it takes 4 hours to make the improvised hand wraps. I mean, now early on, I mean, it'll give us a little bit of protection. I think like 3%, but hey, it's better than nothing. All right, now we got our hands covered. Let's go ahead and wear those. We got reishi mushrooms now that we can cook up, so that'll help us prevent food poisoning from setting in. I'm really devastated by making it into Broken Railroad, and then it was just it was too cold, I think is what happened. You know, running through the blizzard, it soaked all of our clothes. I think they were all frozen, so that was my fault because I thought we were going to be all right, you know, sleeping in the bed, but that was not the case, and then we died. So, lesson learned. Got to be more careful, more cautious. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still kind of fly by the seat of my pants, so to speak. And that's just my playstyle, so that's probably not going to change, but at the same time, you know, I know what I need to do and what I can't afford to do, so to speak, until I figure out where things are. Right now, all I just have is just a general sense of where things might be. Alright, I think that's it for the farmhouse house. Let's go ahead and make sure we got our water. And we checked there. Checked here. I'm going to rip up a few of these curtains for some extra cloth. We'll take that with us. And I'm going to head to a food source, which is directly across... Actually, you know what? We're going to stop for a second and make some teas so we can heat ourselves up, keep warm. I think we have enough firewood and tinder to do that. Let's check in the bag. No tinders, so let's go ahead and make some tinder. So yeah, anyways, that's going to be our next priority, is getting food. And I know there's a big supply of cattails and rose hips, probably reishi mushrooms, maybe some birch bark. Not to mention the barn next to the birch forest. We can stop by there and then make our way up to Signal Hill. Although I've been really thinking about heading to Three Strikes Homestead, I kind of feel like that might be a place where we can find a bedroll. We'll take that note. Might as well. So I'm trying to think of what else. So a mag glass we still need, heavy hammer we still need, hacksaw we still need. We pretty much need a lot. But clothing wise, we're good on clothing, I would say. We're doing a lot better than we were doing yesterday. We got 2 pairs of wool socks. And a fire started on the first try. Very nice. Okay. Go ahead and add some fuel. And we're not going to stay here too long. I just want to cook up some tea. That's pretty much it. Make a little bit of water. Alright, now while that's cooking, let's rip up some more cloth. We'll do one more batch of water here. Go ahead and grab some torches. Put a little bit more on here. I think there's some rose hips outside, not too far away. So let's check out there real quick so we can make another tea. Also, I want to check that vehicle for some potential matches. Check this container. Ooh, and the barn up there. We found... What did we find in that barn? We found something interesting in that barn. So it's actually useful going up in those rafters now. I suspected that it would be. Alright, I can't get access to the trunk, so let's go ahead and close that. Nothing back here. We'll take that. Definitely we'll take that.
Well,
more matches. And a scrawled message. Alright, another memento. Let's see what this one says. To cave system. Memento hint. So this is the part I don't get. What's the hint that they're giving us here? Doesn't say anything really other than to the cave system. So I have no idea what they're talking about. Ooh, pry bar and some more simple tools. Well, that pry bar is certainly what we need to get into this trunk. So I'm going to make a note that we found matches in this vehicle and we found matches in the farmhouse. Both sets of matches, I believe, are RNG, but we don't know. You know, as I played the game, I'm looking for guaranteed matches, what I'm looking for. So if we can find some guaranteed match spawns, then we can start to rebuild the loot tables based upon what Hinterland did. Which I think is a lot of fun. You know, that's part of the game. You know, and then, you know, for somebody who likes the loot tables...
I'm starving.
you'll have access to that. Otherwise, you know, you can just play freestyle it. So let's go ahead and make note here. Pleasant Valley farmhouse, found matches. Driving out that car. I think we have enough rose hips to make another... Oh, no, we don't. We need a little bit more. Alright, then we'll go ahead and take another torch and get out of here. After I heat this... Oh, that's still hot. Alright, let's go. Take one more. Let's we'll throw that one. Take one more. Let's get our pots. Get our cans. And let's get out of here. It's actually not that cold out. Well, the way that I wanted to go is the other way. We do need rabbits. I also need some old man beard lichen. I might actually stay here for tonight. You know, harvest these rabbits so we can get our guts. Might do that. Can you get that one? Come to Papa. No? Rude, okay. Let me get it.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I guess we are. Yeah, I think that's a much better plan. I like the idea of going up to the control hut, and I will do that. But for tonight, I actually think it's a better idea to stay around the farmhouse since we know there's shelter here. We know there's some food in the form of rabbits. We have some teas. We're not too far from a We're not too far from a food source, which is just across the stream.
Man, I could use a drink.
We have matches. We can make more water if we need to. So yeah, I really like that idea. I need some rocks though to get these rabbits. I need a couple stones. We'll get some sticks. There should be some stones around here somewhere. Usually there is. I'm not seeing any stones. Let's go up here by the road then. Oh yeah, look at that. We are just about exhausted. So yeah, we're not going to do any more traveling today. Other than, you know, what's around here. I guess we'll put that out then. Where's all the rocks at? There's a ton of rocks laying around here.
Man, all I can think about is food.
Well, I'm not seeing any rocks. That's crazy. There's usually always rocks here by this barn. I'm not seeing anything. So maybe we'll go check the stream, I guess. Do we have any food? Do we have any food? We do have some chips, and we have this soda. We can drink this soda. Those chips we'll hold off on. Alright, we'll check the stream for some rocks, and hopefully we can find a couple just so we can pelt these rabbits and get that underway. There might actually be a couple stones in here. Traps on the floor. Nothing in there. Nothing. Alright, let's check upstairs. Yeah, I can't remember what we found up here. But there's now a corpse. Or there was. And there was a book bag too, so I still see the book bag. So that book bag may be a guaranteed, spawn. As far as what's in the book bag, that will need to be confirmed. It may change, it may be something. Alright, so the corpse and the book bag are guarantees, I believe. I want to say they are. So at any rate, it is worth coming up here now to actually do some investigation. So let's search this corpse, nothing on that corpse. And then let's check out this book bag. Found some salty crackers. Was there something else too, or was that it? Thought there was something else up here that we found that wasn't in the book bag and wasn't on the corpse. I don't see anything. Anyways, so yeah, definitely worth coming up here now. Oh, we gotta go this way? Wait a minute. What? Why am I not? I guess we'll just jump down then? Coffee would be nice too. Coffee and herbal tea. Did those rabbits despawn on us? They might have despawned. At any rate, we're going to stop here by this little creek, frozen creek. And we don't have very much energy at all, so we're not going to be able to go too far. But at least we can maybe get some cattails. Sometimes if you walk away from a rabbit area and then come back, they'll respawn in. Not always the case, but sometimes, so that's worth something. That's what I usually do, is I'll just walk away for a moment, come back, and then hopefully they'll respawn so we can get them. I see 1, 2 stones. No cattails as of yet.
Just need to close my eyes.
Well, how about we just keep going this way to the barn since we're out and about? and we couldn't get rabbits there. And we know there's going to be a pile of rabbits over by where the moose could spawn at. That's a really good area for cattails and for rabbits, so we'll just do that. Meanwhile, we do have the salty crackers that will keep us from starving. I like to try to keep my well-fed buff almost immediately. I don't like to let myself get hungry because I want that well-fed buff. I want to be able to carry a little bit more and have that little extra boost at the end of my health bar, so it's nice and clean. And in this run, we're not going to get frostbite because we do have our head and our hands covered. Our chest is also covered. Our feet are covered, so we're good from getting frostbite. We could still get hypothermia, of course. Although it's really not too bad out right now. Not at all. So what else do we have? We have the pry bar. We have 2 can openers. All really good finds. Maybe we'll have something here at this barn. Maybe a hacksaw, maybe a heavy hammer. Might be nothing. We did find a stem here. So I want to say that the stem is still guaranteed. They didn't change the stem. And the same goes for the ravine. That still might be worth going down into to get a stem there because we found one there as well. No distress pistol, but at least we found a second stem. So yeah, that's what we'll do. It's getting colder, so we're not going to go check out that vehicle right now. We can't make it there and back without losing a lot of health. So we'll sleep for a couple hours just so we can get some of our energy back. See a wolf way over that way.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Then we'll run through the birch forest. We'll get our birch bark. If we have a hacksaw here at the barn, then we can get some saplings. I would really like to get a hacksaw first and get the heavy hammer later, because with the hacksaw we can do carcass harvesting. We can also get our saplings. So that's, of the 2 items, you know, the heavy hammer and the hacksaw, preferably we would get the heavy hammer first. No, sorry, get the hacksaw first. Now, yesterday, I did not check these outbuildings. Alright, so those weren't wolves, those are deer. But there is a wolf close by, so we could potentially bag up a deer. Can't do it right now because we have no energy. But we can come back out here, maybe we can get one of these wolves to go for a deer. So at least we'll have a store of calories.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
So we got a buck and 2 doe. I will say, I don't like what they've done with the does. I don't like the noises that they make. It's really over the top, if you ask me. Nothing in here. Take that piece of cedar. So yes, that's what we'll do. We'll check these tractors real quick, and then we'll go inside, sleep for 2 hours. We'll come back out, get some rabbits. We'll get some cattails. That way we'll have some calories for tonight. We'll get rested up. Maybe even get some birch bark. Make some birch bark tea. Then I'll work my way over to 3 Strikes. Now there's actually a couple caves over that way that we could check out. Not just the 3 Strikes homestead. Also, I wonder if that's what they meant when they said Rabbit Grove in one of the memento notes. Now, like I said, other than the lockbox, I have not found any of these secret caches. None whatsoever. So I'm still unclear about these notes, these mementos. We have a little bit. How are we doing on hypothermia? Okay, we're good on hypothermia. We can afford to do a little bit of exploration. So I want to search around before it gets dark. We'll take that whetstone for now. Ooh, look at that. Is that a distress pistol with flares in it? Lord, I hope so. Scrap lead. Alright, I'm still unclear on what the scrap metal's for. The scrap lead, rather. It's almost as if Hinterland is trying to imply that we'll be able to build. Ooh, come on. Why do they always do me dirty like this? I found distress pistols with no flares. That's the second time that I found a distress pistol with no flares. And it's becoming quite annoying. It's a spray can. Alright, nothing there. Granola bar. So it looks like the stem is still guaranteed. Everything else is kind of randomly placed, including that distress pistol. So I wonder if they do that now. Has anybody out there found a flare gun with shells present? Or are you just finding the flare gun? Because what I'm finding is either the flare gun with no shells, or in one case I found flare shells in a lockbox. And that was a mystery lake. Ooh, heavy hammer. Alright. That's good. Like I said, not what I was hoping to find. I was hoping to find a hacksaw, but hey, I'll take the heavy hammer. We need that. We certainly do. If we can find some red tools also, would be outstanding. Alright, let's get inside this truck and get warmed up. We are really low on our condition. I think we have enough calories to sleep for 10 hours. Going to eat these bad chips and hope for the best. Alright, that's good. What else do we got in the bag that we can eat? Yeah, let's do the tea. Well, that should give us enough calories to go for 10 hours. Alright, let's see. If we rest... Oh yeah, we'll still have enough calories to go get cattails and whatever. Let's do that. We're gonna sleep for 10 hours. And hopefully we'll be warm enough. Okay. Let's go ahead and hydrate. Now, I do have that reishi tea that we can use for calories also.
I need to find food.
Real quick before we find food, I'm going to make notes of where I found a heavy hammer. Alright, so that stem is, I'm going to say that's guaranteed. I think I spelled guaranteed wrong. That's fine. We got a little bit of calories. Nothing there. Alright, let's go get some cattails, go get some rabbits, go get some birch bark, and some other supplies. I ran out of there really fast. I should have crouched and then looked around for a bear. So that's a good way to get your face ripped off. Just popping out of that barn like that. Alright, we have rabbits. Our cattails. Let's get our cattails, let's get our tinder. Cattails first, then we'll get tinder. We need another old man beard lichen though, so we can make a wrap.
Jesus, this is cold.
We got 3 rabbits. Okay. Oh, and then running off.
I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Oh, that's because I dropped. Yeah, whenever you drop your torch like that, it scares them. Let's get that. Alright, I am scaring off all the rabbits. Get these cattails first. Then we'll get the rabbits. Then we'll get back inside. Harvest said rabbits. Then we'll come back out for birch bark. There we go. 2 rabbits. Then drop that one. Let's get our torch. Right, now there's a 3rd rabbit here somewhere. And I know there is because I saw it. Let's not lose our well-fed buff. Or let's not lose our potential to get our well-fed buff. How about that? So we don't have it yet, but we are working our way there. Alright, where'd this other buster go? They're way over here. way over here. Wow. Alright, that's 3 rabbits in the bag. Maybe a 4th one. So we can have, you know, 2 sets of guts for our 2 bows that we'll ultimately be making. That's the idea, at least. Let's take these. And let's get our butt back inside because it is freezing out here. And we're stanky. Just part of nature. Interesting enough, though, that's actually how rabbits do sound. So if you've ever hunted rabbits before, then you know about that sound that they make, the little squeaks and stuff. I know, it's not too graphic, but it can be a little bit heartbreaking, these little rabbits. But then again, it is survival, you know, it's not always, you know, a nice world. Sometimes can be cruel. That's just how it is. Oh, you had a pet rabbit? Yeah, you know the squeaks? Yeah. Yeah, I don't like doing it. I mean, I'll tell you this, Slooply, is after I get my bow and my arrows made, I usually don't go for rabbits anymore unless I need to, like... Unless I come across a wolf that's already attacked one. Or I need to repair something like a rabbit skin hat or something. Otherwise, I just leave the rabbits alone. But in the beginning, in the early game, it's almost necessary to get your rabbits. You know, that's an easy way to get guts. It's a quick way to get guts. It's also a little bit of food. So, it is what it is. Nothing we can do about that. The way of the world is not going to change. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're trying to survive, you know, the late game, it's always good to use wolves to go for deer, to save your arrows. We have just enough calories to do this one.
All I can think about is food.
Yeah, now I didn't know this, but I learned this from Zach. Every time you use an arrow, you lose about 27% of its condition. I believe that's accurate, so... Yeah, if you're trying to survive the late game, I never hunt deer with my bow. If I can avoid it, you know, I'm always using wolves to do my hunting. That way you're conserving resources. Alright, what else can we afford to do? Let's get... Before we get the hides, let's get the guts, because this is going to take a while for the guts. And let's do the other one. Now, I like the idea of moving fast. That's usually how I play, but I think this run, you know, if we want to go... I mean, I don't know. Whoops, that was a match wasted. Go ahead and set our guts down. Alright, so that's 2 guts that we have in the bag. One more set of guts would be nice. And then, of course, our pelts. So 40 minutes. Alright, let's get this last gut. We'll have that curing. So that's 3 guts, and we'll go and get 1 more in the birch bark forest. Along with some additional rabbits. Wow, this is really getting on my damn nerves. How are these people still getting in here? Alright, just a second. I thought we took care of this already. I had high hopes. Oh, maybe not. Are you seeing all that garbage that's coming in from YouTube? I think I have it hidden, but I'm not for sure certain about it. It looks like it's hidden. But I can't tell. So just give me a second here. To get this out of the way. All right, what else? I wish they would give me more tools on YouTube. I think all that garbage that's coming in from YouTube is hidden. I think I'm the only one that's able to see it. I just want to be certain. I've been trying to monitor YouTube because that's all coming from YouTube. All that garbage. Spammy links and sites and stuff like that. Anyways, I think we're good. I just want to be clear about that. So any of that stuff is coming through, that's not me. That's just idiots in the chat. Anyways, back to the game. Now, where were we? This last gut, I think. You drop that. Alright, so that's 3 right there. Let's go ahead and drop our meat. And we'll also drop those rabbits. We'll come back and get those in a second. Alright, we've got 8 cattails. We have a little bit of firewood. Let's go ahead and set this down. Drop all that. So we'll have a nice little cookout here in just a little bit. Now, where can we find a hacksaw? That's my question. We haven't hit up Thompson's Crossing yet. We do have guts curing, so that's a good thing. You know, guts are probably some of the hardest things to acquire. I mean, it just depends, you know. If you don't mind carrying around your guts, then you can contest that statement. If you're like me and you want to try to be a little bit more careful about, you know, how you move, then, yeah, certainly guts are not ideal. But we need saplings, too. That's the other thing we need. I need that bear, actually, to stay close by, but not too close, because that bear will help us to keep the wolves at bay. I haven't seen any wolves. The wolf behavior, so I think I'm on to Hinterland. It's more of a stalkerish vibe that I'm getting from these wolves in Interloper. That's really what it is. So I don't know exactly what they've done, but I like it. I do like it. I like the new wolf behavior. I'm really digging it, so kudos to Hinterland for that. Now I'm really excited about how the Timberwolves are going to act. You know, if they're going to be... I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, I'm really vibing with the wolves and the wolf behavior. I like it. And now we'll see about the other animals. I want to say that they increased the scent range a little bit. I feel like they maybe expanded it slightly. Now, I can't confirm that. That's just speculative thinking.
Oh, this is a little cold.
Now, I did not go here either yesterday. The Lonely Homestead. So I don't know if this is going to be a hotspot or not. I mean, it's a hotspot for feathers. It's always been a hotspot for feathers, and it seems like that's not changing. But as far as anything that we can grab loot-wise, it's just the one body. Yeah, we need our sticks too. Let's get some sticks, get our birch bark. Open this back up. Yeah. That's the one. So are you seeing that crap? Because I blocked that user. I blocked everything. Or at least I've been trying to. It's hard to moderate while you're streaming. I don't have a moderator. So it's just me doing everything. Maybe I should hire a moderator. That's probably worth, you know, hiring a moderator to actually have a nice stream. Uninterrupted. Hold on, this keeps disappearing on me. You can be moderator for free? Heck yeah. I appreciate that. So interact. Yeah, I do need one. Back to game. What else can we do here? I don't want to be out here too long. Just a little bit longer. Just a few more pieces of birch bark. Just a second. I gotta go let my girlfriend in. Well, the reason why it repeats stuff is because I have Restream bot on. And that's what I was trying to get to the bottom of, if it is actually repeating everybody's text. So I'm going to turn that off. And that should work. All right, that should go away now. I turned it off. Let's get back in the game. Man, all these interruptions. Let's go. I hopefully cleared up the chat as far as all that junk coming in from those spammy sites. We'll see. We'll keep going as we go. Right now, I would like to get 1 or 2 more rabbits, and then we'll get back inside. Yeah, we got more birch saplings over here. Just a ton of saplings. Haven't seen any maple saplings yet, though. Just birch saplings. Now, where'd that bear grow? Testing, testing. No, you shouldn't see that. Yeah, if you want to know, Slooply, what I'm using is a software program that's online called Restream. That way I can stream to 2 platforms. And right now I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube. So I was testing out one of the features in the chat that's called Relay. Because I wasn't sure if the text messages coming in from YouTube, I wasn't sure if I was able to see them. Because I know that one of my subscribers on the YouTube side said premium. Yeah, said that the messages weren't visible. So I was like, all right, I want to make sure that everybody on YouTube, I'm able to interact with them as well, same as on Twitch. So that's what that was. So anyways, I turned that off. So that shouldn't be an issue anymore. There we go. I was going to say, where'd that other rabbit go? Oh, you son of a... Tricked me. Rabbit tricked me. You did, you little mother... Alright, let's get this last rabbit in the bag. And then we get back to base camp, which is the barn, apparently. Sorry, little rabbits. I don't like that sound either. I don't. Little rabbits. Alright, let's get back to some safety. Back to some shelter. Hey, thank you for that. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I liked... Don't get me wrong. I really like Twitch. I really like YouTube also. I just wish that the 2 platforms, instead of being anti-competitive, you know, would maybe instead kind of align each other's platforms so that they both could benefit. It's kind of like whenever you go to like one of those mini mall strips or any place where there's a lot of business and there's a bear trying to hide behind those trees, but I can still see you. And you're like, how are all these restaurants together? That's why, you know, it's like they're all in cahoots, kind of like a little co-op. I don't think anybody donated. I would see a donation. I think somebody followed, gave a follow. Hey, Buster, watch out. We are already completely exhausted just from that little rabbit hunt. In fact, I mean, we can barely get away from this bear. Alright, no chance on the wolves yet, so we're just gonna have to let that idea go to the wind for now, and we'll revisit that maybe tomorrow if we have some wolf activity. Otherwise, we'll just keep going with what we're doing. There are certain... Oh, was that you? The farm. There are certain bottlenecks. Let's get inside because we are cold. Certain bottlenecks in the early game, and one of them is when you're trying to harvest your rabbits and you don't have enough calories, or you have just enough calories to harvest rabbits. It's that little in-between space where you don't quite have enough to do one thing, but you need to do that one thing to do the other things. In this case, we're trying to stay well fed while also harvesting our rabbits, getting our guts, all that good stuff. Alright, let's see if we can't get this other. Alright, yeah, we have just enough calories, I think, to start a fire and cook up some of these rabbit steaks. I'm gonna do that. Let's get back outside. And yes, I know our condition is not looking too good. That's alright. That's fine. It will get better.
I could eat a horse.
I'm going to do my best not to kill our character. I really want to get everything done in one solid stream. You know, I want to get to Broken Railroad with a bow, with some arrows.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
And at the very least, get into the transfer pass zone so we can actually do some exploring. Stream on Twitch died. Well, nothing I can do about that now. I will say this. All of the multi-streaming platform that I've come across isn't perfect by far. There's still some kinks and some things that they need to work out. Now, the Restream.io, that software is by far superior to Streamlabs' own. I don't know if you stream or if you're familiar with that software, but on OBS, they have Streamlabs Desktop, and in that program, they have a feature that allows you to do the same thing pretty much, multi-streaming, so you can stream to 2 or more platforms, and for some reason, their links are not working, so whenever I do a link and try to link out using their software, it just posts notifications on YouTube. It doesn't actually do the streams. And so far I haven't really found any good guides, you know, explaining exactly how it's done. I mean, it's pretty... In theory, it should be pretty easy. You know, you set up a stream key, you set up the URL that, you know, you'll push out the stream to, and then the software should do the rest. So you only need those 2 bits of information, the URL and the stream key, sometimes called like a destination or a custom destination. And then you have to go into your chat settings on both, you know, all platforms, I guess, because like I said, on Twitch, it's pretty easy to do moderating, but on YouTube, it's a little bit trickier. Restream is really good. Yeah. we looking on health? Alright. We're just really tired, that's all. Yeah, the chat does take a second to load. And that could be the software, because I'm not using anything that will slow down the chat. I'm not using slow chat, or I'm not putting it on like excessive latency. I have the bare minimum latency, so it should be pretty close to real time. Maybe a small delay, like 10 seconds or so. That'll work. Let's go ahead and pull the guts off of this rabbit. So now we just need one more gut. Alright, that's good to hear. Like I said, it shouldn't be that long of a delay, because I haven't done anything to modify. Well, we have our rabbits. So we have enough food for tonight and maybe a little bit into tomorrow. Got enough firewood to at least cook the rest of this meat up, and probably, oh, you know what? We have the heavy hammer, so we could easily break down. We'll use crates if we need to. We got 15 sticks still and a few ruined torches. So, while that's cooking, let's make some birch bark, or prepare some. Let's do 20 minutes worth of birch bark preparing. Then we'll have some birch teas. And probably we'll be spending the rest of the evening ripping off rabbit pelts and getting those ready to cure. So let's go start making some water. Let's make 2 liters of water there. Alright, what else do we have for food? Alright, that is it. Just that rabbit steak. The rest is going to be tea. Speaking of tea, we have quite a bit of birch tea. And we got that reishi tea too. No, I have not made a Discord server yet. Not as of yet. That is in the plan. You know, that is in the works. Something that I'm putting together. So for the next couple months or something, I should have some Discord up and running. I don't want to start it yet because I don't have anything to really post there to Discord. I got too much going on already. It's hard enough, you know, to manage time to do streams in the first place. So let's see. We have 3 options that we could check out. We have the 3 Strikes Homestead. I don't think we'll find much there. Maybe, though. There might be 1 or 2 good pieces of loot. We also have the Control Hut. I really have high hopes for the Control Hut. Although, now that we found the Heavy Hammer in this zone, we may not find a Hacksaw in this zone. we may have to go to another region. That being said, it's still a good place to get food, also a good place to get a flare, and maybe some clothing articles. So let's definitely go to the control hut. I'm going to put this rabbit meat outside so it doesn't bad. And the third place that I want to check out is Thompson's Crossing, of course. Yeah, by far the control hut is still one of the greatest places in Pleasant Valley. For anything. For clothing, for a flare. Sometimes you can find a heavy hammer up there. Other rare loot items. So yeah. Definitely the control hut. Food also. A lot of food usually is up there. And maybe even a pry bar. And also it's not too far from the transitional cave that will take you into the winding river up to the dam. So yeah, as far as the memento notes goes, we found one yesterday that said something about the transitional cave system or the path to the dam. So I don't know. I didn't find anything in the cave. I didn't find anything outside of the cave. We kind of looked around, but they need to be a little bit more clear. I think the messaging is a little bit too vague to make those memento notes useful. Other than the one that has the key on it, that's pretty clear and obvious what to do there. And the same for the other one that describes the lockbox. Alright, let's go ahead and put another pot down and we'll start making our birch tea. Oh, we have another rosehip we can make? Let's do that then. Alright, now while we're cooking that stuff, let's go ahead and go back into our bag and break apart all these bad torches. One more. Yeah, we should make a repair to this toque and these socks. And I'm gonna leave one of these tools either here or the lore. What do you mean? I don't know. I mean, I know about the story Wintermute, and I've read some of the speculative information surrounding the story about what may be going on, but as far as that goes, what lore are you talking about? That is all of our birch bark. That's enough tea to give us a few good boosts if we need it. Alright, 23 minutes left on this fire. Let's get another torch, maybe. I would like to break down that crate, but I don't want to expend the calories, because we're going to need that last steak for tomorrow. We got 2,000 calories. That's really good. Plus our birch bark tea that we'll drink. Let's drink a couple of those now. At least one of them. Okay. Name and note. Well, how about the one that's usually by the camp office that talks about the people coming up in the summertime, walking across the, not walking across, but swimming across the lake in the cabins. As far as I know, all those notes were written by the backers, weren't they? In the early days when they were still on Kickstarter. Doing the fundraising. That was way back when Stacy Plays was playing the game. Before they had the grape soda. Rocking on the birch tea. This is great. This is amazing. Still got more? Alright, let's do it. So, water-wise, we're still good on water, too. Alright, so that's all the tea. Let's make some water, then. You forgot that one. Okay, how about the other one about the bread? That all it is just a recipe for making bread, and it talks about how you should put it 2 cups or something. I'm sure you know about that one. That's a pretty... In fact, we actually got one in our bag. We picked up one. So we'll do that one. Yeah, we have 2 actually. So which ones did we get? That's the one about the bread. Contributed by backer number 3781. So that one, and then I think this one is about the same person, 3781. Not about the bread though. It talks about what to say: as a plant goes to seed in the fall, a period of hibernation sets in until spring. As the weather warms, plant seeds into loose soil with plenty of sun. See, this person I think is a botanist, or they're a gardener, or at the very least outdoorsy somewhat, the way that they descript their notes. That's interesting that we got 2 notes by the same backer. Alright, now we're gonna need to sleep. We still need to get... We're not gonna get the gut off of this last rabbit. I think the 4 guts that we have, we'll have to work with that. I don't think we have enough calories to rip the pelts off and the guts. That's gonna take a lot of calories. So we may not even do the pelts at all. I don't know. Otherwise, we're gonna be really going through our birch tea. Each one of these will give us 100 calories. So that's 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800 calories worth of birch tea. And then we have 1 reishi tea. And 1 rosehip, actually. So maybe, and we have that rabbit steak outside. That should be about 400 calories on that rabbit steak. The bread lore is it's an old bread recipe made by one of the only families that lived here before they died to the hurricane. When you say here, are you talking about in Canada? Or are you talking about in the game as part of the game lore? Because if you're talking about the game lore, and that supposedly that note that was left behind was... Okay, like in the... Oh, that's interesting. Now see, I love that stuff. I love that kind of stuff. You know, people adding to the game, giving it more context, giving it more depth, giving it more mystery, you know. I want to know about Jeremiah. There's speculation that he may be military or ex-military. And also, what's the draft dodger's cabin? Who was hiding out, dodging the draft? So I read into that a little bit, but I haven't really gone really deep into the weeds like what you're talking about. Let's take these. Make sure we have enough torches. Alright, we have 2 good torches. Do we have any more firewood? We got 3 books. Well, when episode 4 came out in Wintermute, I was kind of reading back through some of the lore about Jeremiah the Trapper. And there's some speculation that he may be ex-military because we're finding combat pants, we're finding combat boots on the island. He was also in his trapper's cabin working with transponders. And then the message that he sent out was pretty cryptic too. And now that we have the Forsaken Airfield, it seemed like, you know, the helicopter that we saw looked to be either a military helicopter or like a medical helicopter. Or like a military medical helicopter. So people were speculating that Jeremiah may be ex-military, either stationed on Great Bear Island or hiding on Great Bear Island from something else. We don't know. So the fact that they're bringing back the Hunted 3 may imply that there's more to Jeremiah's story than when we last saw him in episode, what was it, episode 2? Where it seemed like he wasn't going to make it. It seemed like he was in pretty bad shape. Alright, let's get inside this truck. Let's get some sleep. We'll sleep for 10 hours. It's just about nightfall. Alright, how many calories will it take to get the pelts off of here? I want to get the hides. See, 167 calories a piece. That's really going to bring our calorie count down. So I don't think we can afford to get the pelts. Not until we have some more food. I mean, that's really going to deplete our calories. 167 times 4 is what I was hoping to get. Let's do a little bit of math here. $167 times 4, that's 668 calories, plus we sleep for 10 hours, that's going to burn off another 700. That's 1,300 calories, almost 1,400 calories gone. So I don't think we're going to actually be able to do the pelts. We're going to have to let the pelts go and just keep the guts curing. Yeah. So what we can do, though, is we can actually leave these rabbits here. They should be good for another couple days. And maybe we can get one of these wolves to hunt these deer so we can have some food. And then we can start working on our rabbit pelts. So I'll leave them here for now. And hopefully we'll have, you know, the ability to get that done. In the meantime, I want to leave one of these toolboxes here. Are you looking up the lore as I'm talking about it? I'm pretty sure there was like some kind of mission. I think it was a rescue, and he got left behind. Oh, he got left behind, huh? Because he got attacked by a pack of wolves, and they had to leave him, so he was contracting to be saved. Now, that's interesting. I never thought about that, him getting left behind. I mean, certainly something's going on, though. He knows what's up. He knows a lot more than what he says he knows. He's not just a trapper, that's for sure. I think it's pretty clear that he's got some more to his background. Let's drop these tools. You know, the character that I'm most confused about is Molly in episode 3, who was just a little bit too vague, and she's always on the phone. I don't know what her deal was. But I didn't really like her, though. I didn't like her as a character. I didn't really like the person who did the voice acting. I'm sorry. She's not like a Jennifer Hale or a Mark Meir. I don't know who that actress was or is, if she's still in the game, if she'll come back in episode 5 or not. Not sure. Alright, we're going to sleep for 10 hours. Let's just make sure that we actually are hydrated. Yep, we're good on that. Alright, let's go. 10 hours on the clock. Yeah, but Molly... and the pastor guy, I wonder if all those people died or what? All the people that we tried to save in episode 3?
I need to find something to drink.
Yeah, sure is a mystery. I kind of hope they bring her back. I mean, they're going to tie it. If they're going to wrap it up. Then I would like to see more of... well, we know Grey Mother is pretty much a goner. I think she made that clear. That she wasn't going anywhere. She didn't want to be rescued. She didn't want to be saved. She already lost her husband. She already lost her daughter. But who else? Methuselah. I want to know what his deal is. If he's just some creepy guy or if he knows a little bit more than what he lets us to believe he knows. Anyways, as far as... what was that? I'm not sure what the town is called. Pleasant Valley. Let's just call it the town of Pleasant Valley. I hope they return the meth man. I hope they return to Pleasant Valley so we can see a little bit of some closure about all the plane crash victims, about the guy that was trying to help everybody at the community center, about Molly, and that whole community. I would like to see a little bit more of a wrap up there. But really, I guess overall, if they really wanted to wrap the story up, if they really wanted to solidify it, I would like to see like the beginning of springtime. I think that would be really cool if the weather started to change a little bit. It doesn't have to be like full on spring, but it seemed to be that was the case at the very end of episode 4 as Astrid arrives into Perseverance Mills. And you can see whales in the water splashing, whereas in Desolation Point, everything was frozen solid. The whales were all frozen in the water. So I don't know. When I saw that scene, it kind of felt like, oh, maybe they might do that, you know? Maybe there might be a little bit of a warm-up at the end to close out that story. And also, I don't know how they're going to wrap up everything in episode 5. I kind of feel like they need to do an episode 6. As much as I don't really like story mode, I feel like if they're really going to wrap it up, then either episode 5 is going to be a really huge pack as far as content goes, or they're going to need to break it down into 2 parts, maybe a part 1 and a part 2. If they don't want to come out and say explicitly there's going to be an episode 6. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, you know. Game of Thrones season 8 was a disaster. Everybody knows that. And the last 3 episodes in season 8 were even worse. It's like they just try to rush to get it done. So I hope they don't do the same thing here. And that's coming from somebody who doesn't even like story. You know, I'm a survivalist by heart. And I didn't really get involved with the story until episode 4 was released. That's when I went back and watched the rest of it. I didn't really care for the story at all. To be honest, I didn't care for it one bit. But there are parts of it that I do like. I like episode 2, the bear spear. I've talked about that in the past. I also like episode 3 with Astrid carrying the survivors and fighting the Timberwolves. That was pretty fun. And the other little side quest where you had to light the flare off and try to find survivors that way. And even episode 4 was pretty solid. I liked episode 4. It was more concise, you know, had a clear set of objectives. Yeah, you know, so hopefully they don't do that. I don't think there's any reason. I don't know, because we know that Raph's on to other things, apparently. I don't know what those other things are going to be. So who knows? It's just me talking in the dark, sitting in the truck, that's all. Just trying to stay warm. You know what? I think we might have enough daylight to fix our clothing. We can at least do that. That would be useful. Especially this toque that's in pretty bad. Not yet. Right then, let's sleep for another hour if we can. I don't know. I don't know what Raph is up to. What his plans are. Well, we know it has something to do with what? Unreal Engine? I think that's the one that they were talking about. Or maybe they're going to finally go back and produce an actual movie, a live action. Alright, let's fix these combat pants. Do that too. Come on. Alright, looking pretty good on temp. Let's do one more repair. I don't know, I kind of want to fix these socks. These socks take forever though, 45 minutes a piece. We got a little bit of time. How much cloth do we have, though, to spare? 8 pieces? Okay, we can do that. We can afford to do that. Got that extra rabbit meat outside. And then we got to move, though. We got to get moving. I think we're going to make, like, a big loop. We're going to start out... probably going through the birch forest. And then we'll work our way up to Thompson's Crossing. And then from there, we'll go up to the mine. Or we may go up to the mine first. I don't know. Looking for a hacksaw, of course. That's our next mission, is a hacksaw and a bedroll. I really like a bedroll. I know it's not the most pressing issue, but personally, I would like to have one. Just so I have one. Alright, now we're at 9 degrees. So now we're doing a little bit better. Our socks are in good shape. Hand wraps are in good shape. Got a nice set of pants on. The underwear could use a repair, so... But the toque is 100. We'll keep that cotton toque at 82. That's alright. Decent plaid shirts at 90. Let's do one more repair to our thermal underwear. Yeah. And then we'll get out of here. And that gives us about a half a day's worth of daylight to try to run around and get some things done. Condition-wise, we're doing really good. We're about, I don't know, 60% condition. That's about as good as it's going to get right now. Calorie-wise, we're still kind of, you know, at the wire. Now, yesterday, I made a fatal mistake of leaving my heavy hammer behind. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to intentionally set it down right here. That way I know exactly where it is.
We need to find food.
Yeah, there's food outside. Gotta be quick about this because I would really like to have a wolf out here And I would really like that wolf to go and get one of these deers that hopefully is still out here. That way we'll have some food. We can go back in here. We can skin those rabbits. That way we'll have guts and pelts curing. Then we can start working on the hacksaw for our saplings. Alright, this piece of rabbit meat. Alright, not too bad. So we still have deer present. Let's go find... We have a wolfster. This might work. We got decent weather. We got a wolfster. We got some deer. Come on, doggo. I need your help. Let's work together. Like we did yesterday. We worked together. I don't want to say that we're buddies. Oh, this deer is just really about to not have a good day. I think we have a good understanding of one another, though. I'll say that. It's a doe, too. Oh, it's going to make the Wilhelm scream from Star Wars. This right here is wild. The noise that these deer make is ludicrous. Get out of this wolf's path. It's already not feeling it. If you weren't here for it yesterday, you're in for quite a treat, my friend. Oh boy. Why did they do that to me? Alright, we do not have a hacksaw. Yeah. Woo! We need some firewood. Do we have anything in the bag? We have one book. Alright, we're going to go back inside to the barn. We're going to break up some of these crates, and we're going to come back out here. And hopefully we can get... this was both a good and bad idea because we just don't have a lot of calories to get the firewood that we need to harvest the deer. This is the problem. And we can maybe get another crate. Let's do a birch bark. That'll give us some calories. We need to get our condition up anyway, so we'll do a couple birch teas. Gives a little bit of a booster here. Alright, 281 on this. And we might be able to do another small crate. Maybe. Maybe we can do a small one. This one over here. And now let's hope that when we go outside, the weather will cooperate and it won't burn off our fire. Or blow it out, rather.
God, I need anything right about now.
Okay. I would really like a hacksaw right now. I really would. We'd have this chopped up in no time. Just bring the quarters in. Now we gotta do it the slow way. At least we got a lot of feathers though. That's good. Well, we may have to be eating raw meat. No, it's already above 50%. It just crested 50. It just slipped by. All right. Well, let's try to keep it under 50. Luckily, that shouldn't be too hard, providing that the wind doesn't really mess things up. Alright, let's go. Well, I appreciate that, Sliply. Thank you.
Come on, little fire.
That is really kind of you. Although, you know, I'm just doing this for the fun of it, really. I don't know what the YouTube algorithm... It's more about the audience, you know. So when we talk about the algorithm, I think of the audience, you know. What does the audience want? But I do appreciate it, though. We have a lot of reclaimed wood. And it's not too cold out here. Alright, 46%. We can't do this by hand, unfortunately. I would so much like to. So let's at least get the meat off of here. 1 hour for 2 kilograms of meat. Yikes. Okay, let's drop these. We gotta move fast. Gotta move fast. Let's try to do some more. 30 minutes. Alright, stay with me. So far, so good. And don't blow my fire out. Don't do that. There we go. And we have a couple nice solid chunks of meat. Go ahead and get those going. Heat these up. Alright, now we can go back in there and we can harvest those rabbits. And then maybe we'll even have enough time to get this deer hide off. But I want to get the rest of this meat. 22 and 6 minutes. Let's go ahead and finish that one up. Put this one down. Let's do 30 minutes again. Now, I don't know. We might actually be able to use one of these teas to skin it. We're running out of daylight, so we're not going to do any more cooking beyond what we can do right now. So 21 minutes left on that, and 54 minutes. Let's go ahead and do another 30. There goes a well-fed buff. Very nice. Cooking level 2. Okay. Work with that. Go ahead and drop another birch tea. I don't really like burning up my birch teas like this, but that's what they're there for. So I want to do two things here. I want to get all this meat inside safely, and then I also want to make sure I'm warm enough to skin the deer so we can have our first deer skin. That way we can work on that. And the guts, we'll just let the guts go because we don't have time to mess with the guts. We don't have the hacksaw. So we can kind of work our way up in reverse. You know, instead of getting our saplings first, we can get everything else done. Get our guts, get our pelts, get our hides knocked out. This last one right here. Move that right there. 23 minutes, 10 minutes on this. Let's go ahead and speed this one up. 12 minutes. Make some water. Do 1 liter. And that'll take 40 minutes is what we need. So let's put this off. Let's go ahead and get this hide done.
The sun is setting.
Right, there we go.
Colder soon.
Throw this one back on. Then we'll do another liter. Put another piece of reclaimed wood on. Alright, and we're almost done. We can take a couple torches, we'll go back to the barn, we'll get those rabbits knocked out. We've got enough meat for today, for tomorrow, maybe even a couple days. So that worked out really well. Have anything that we can... Well, let's go ahead and make this, craft that up. We need another 30 minutes. Let's use this book right here. From that. Alright, so that's all of our meat. I don't know if we're going to have 20 minutes. Yeah, maybe. Alright, let's go ahead and take this. Go ahead and pick that up. Let's get a torch out. And let's get inside. So we didn't need to use that birch tea. That's good. I wanted to save that anyways. Alright. Very, very nice. So, let's go ahead and drop... Let's pick these up. We're going to be working on these in the truck. And then we'll drop our hide off. There we go. I think we're pretty full, but let's do one more. There we go. We'll do another one. Let's get a small one.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Okay. And then we'll drop 2 of these steaks outside. And we'll keep one in the bag so we'll eat that before we sleep. Because we're going to be spending the next few hours skinning rabbits. So we'll drop those 2. That's 1,600 and, well, 1,700 calories about. We'll have another 800 or so calories in the bag. Alright, one at a time. Let's go. Alright, I think we can do all of these actually. I don't like animals to go to waste, so I'd rather... Now that we have that deer meat, I think we can actually get all 5 of these rabbits done. We'll have 5 rabbit pelts and 1 deer skin. And then tomorrow we can go look for a hacksaw. Let's go ahead and get this pulled off of here. What else do we need to do? We need to read those books as well. So we got a couple books that we need to read. And of those 2 books, they're both equally important, but I think the cooking book is the one that I want to go for first. So we're going to step out of the vehicle just briefly enough to drop our pelts, drop this last gut. So that takes care of all of our rabbits. So now we have 5 rabbit pelts, we have 5 guts. Let's go ahead and leave, and 1 deer skin. Let's go 6 hours. Alright, now we have a nice clean health bar. 110, well, 105% or something like that, so It doesn't sound like the weather is going to be cooperating right now, so we'll sleep for another 4 hours. We'll try 4 hours. Maybe it will clear up. Actually, we do have 5 pieces of cloth. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and fix this cotton toque. And then we'll also make a repair to our pants if we have enough cloth. Hopefully we will. Yeah. Alright, sounds like it calmed down outside, so... Alright, just a second. We got more idiots in the chat. I don't know if we got people in the chat or what's going on. Is the Twitch stream down? I can't tell if it's down or what. I could try something here. Let's try this. I see the same thing that you're talking about, Slooply. That it is showing a black screen. That's interesting. It's also disappointing because Twitch is a big platform. Alright, let's go ahead and get this chat box back. Try to refresh this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Twitch. I'm showing a black screen too, so... I have no idea. What's up with Twitch? Well, let me go into my settings here. See if we can't fix this. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure what's going on. I don't know. Twitch is all messed up. It's like, it's not really working. It says that it's broadcasting, but at the same time, it's not really doing anything. So that's problematic. And I'm not sure really how to fix that. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. I think what I'm going to do is stop the stream and then I'll restart it. And hopefully that'll resolve this issue because, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Twitch. And that's the only thing that I can think of to do. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the stream and then we'll restart it here in just a second. And hopefully we'll have both platforms up and running. So this shouldn't take more than, I don't know, 3 minutes or so.